Experience. Welcome back to the Girlfriend Experience with your hosts, Deidre, Brandy, and Danielle. We hope you enjoy the experience. Okay, let's get right into it. Karen Huger is struggling. The sources say that she is terrified that the inmates may target her because she's a celebrity. I got this from Radar Online. They said that she is frail and she will not be able to protect herself. She's not eating, and then the debt is collecting at home. But I knew that lady wouldn't be able to last in there. The anxiety attacks, they said, and all kinds of stuff.
Now, you don't get no medical leave from prison, so
Sure.
it ain't gonna work. Whatever you're trying to pull.
And I'm like, is she from not eating or the Ozempic?
She ain't taking Ozempic there. She been there for a month now, right? Would it be a month?
Oh, wait a minute. Don't forget she said she was taking it for her pre-diabetes, so they may still be supplying it if it's for health reasons.
Hey, Dan, jail don't care about that. Ain't eating.
So they say jail got the best health care.
Yeah.
The worst dental, though.
Yeah, so poor Karen. I don't know.
We knew she wasn't going.
I don't know why she didn't contact Martha.
Well.
Oh, you know why? Because she thought she wasn't going to jail. But I was to say she should have contacted Martha, Teresa, all of them. I don't know.
I don't actually. This is shocking to me because she acts like she has a hard exterior. She should be able to talk that talk and have a few bottom bitches working for her in prison.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, she's 61, 62. She talks a good talk. Well, that's how they are most of the time. That's how the people who are soft in the inside and really, that's their defense mechanism.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what happened? The same thing happened with what's Krishan's baby daddy? He went in there, stopped eating, stopped washing up.
What's his name? Blueface.
Blueface, yeah. The people that be acting tough. Go in there, can't handle it.
Can y'all hear my fan? Okay, good. It's hot.
How hot is it in
83 degrees.
It was cold here today.
It sure is. SEPTA, Lou and Choose. Let's get into it.
Let me tell you something. All my Philadelphia surrounding counties, ladies, if you're looking for a man, go apply at SEPTA. They said that SEPTA got it going on with the work wives and the work husbands. You want a man, you want to get married, you want a relationship without the commitment, just the 9-to-5 relationship, go to SEPTA.
Okay.
And then on Thursdays, they'll take you out to Lou and Choose for the $5 mussels and the $5 shrimps. I don't know, is Lou and Choose still $5 mussels on Thursdays?
I don't know, child, but they still going there. That's crazy.
Lou and Choose was a good time back in the day.
So that's probably like where the SEPTA employees go. Is that what you're saying? That's where they meet up? Yeah.
That's where they meet up. So I want to know, what are your take on work wives and work husbands? Well, you all work from home. Well, imagine a time when you was in the office or the job.
Yeah.
Did you all have work wives, work husbands?
I didn't.
I don't know if you want to call it work wife. I had a work wife at work. She was a good friend. We bought each other lunch. She go to Ulta, she pick me up something. I go to Sephora, I pick her up something. I buy her lunch, she buy me lunch. We stop in the morning, we buy each other breakfast. You running late, want me to pick up your coffee. So I had a work wife before.
Yeah. I had girlfriends. I don't think we call each other wives, but Brandy, we know you got girlfriends.
I wouldn't call them work husbands, but I will say, yes, I've gotten like super close to people at work. No outside conversations. Okay.
Especially at your job.
Okay. So yeah, especially at the job that I have now, it's a small place. Everybody knows each other. I mean, literally all the African Americans speak to each other. Like, even if we don't know each other by name, like we're very friendly. So there's definitely a couple of old heads. They know I like sweets. They might order the bake sale downstairs, Brady. I'm going to go get you something. Yeah, I mean, you definitely develop those kind of Do I have their telephone numbers? Are you communicating outside of work? Absolutely not. You know, especially when I was pregnant, they would always look out for me. I'm getting a hoagie. You want a Pepsi? Like, of course. I think it's just like natural, like that you develop those kind of
I also had this one
situations.
girl. She know when she eat, I'm eating what she got. When my food come through the door, she coming to see what I got. What you got? What we eating today? What we sharing? Okay, girl, you gonna go get the pizza? I'll go have. You
Okay.
know, but
Yeah.
at SEPTA, they said you cannot have. I don't know, my SEPTA workers or anyone that dated someone from SEPTA. They said you cannot be in a relationship and have somebody work at SEPTA because SEPTA has a lot of mingling going on in SEPTA. And what they be doing on these buses? I gotta go into the SEPTA depot and see the bus station. What's going on?
The
Mm-hmm.
subways, the
Yeah,
trains, all of them.
that. I know them RL lines. They get real ratchet on them lines. Cause I mean, what are you doing all day on the line?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They say SEPTA, police,
And what else did
SEPTA,
they say?
police. They try to throw nurses in there, but no. SEPTA and police,
Correctional officers. Is that on
correctional officers, they say they are not faithful. They are not faithful. And I can see SEPTA. Like, SEPTA comes across so many people. Like, if you drive a train, a bus, you're going to encounter so many people.
Well, let's talk about it because it said that they work 6 days a week. Is that what I
there?
saw? Like 12-hour days?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. That's a lot of time at work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Also, what else did you say? We said SEPTA workers and
Police
Police,
officers, correctional officers.
correctional
correctional
officers.
officers. Now, I didn't see a lot of movies about these correctional officers, but what did they say? Are they really involved with the inmates, or is it with the other correction officers as well?
I'm saying both.
Mm-hmm. That overnight shift, it could go either way.
I'm saying
Either way.
both.
Mm-hmm.
So, my Philadelphians, anybody watching, whatever if you got public transportation, weigh on it and let us know what your thoughts are on it.
I did have a friend that, oh my gosh, I did. I won't say her name on here, but we still follow each other on social. I think her dad and her, at the time, boyfriend, I think she might have married him, were SEPTA workers. I wonder
They
how
met at
that,
work, both of them? Both of
huh?
them work for SEPTA? Both of them work
No,
for
she worked with
SEPTA?
me at where I worked.
Okay.
Oh, but you know what? Maybe she works there now. So, okay, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I know her family was heavily into SEPTA. Um, Jaden Daniels, he's the QB for Commanders, dating or Juju Watkins, the mom. The mom is the one that's in the news because the mom is trying to make her son be girlfriendless. And they had these two pictures at a game where he was sitting down watching the game and Juju was sitting next to him. And then, like a little few, I don't know how many minutes or if it's an hour passed by, then they got the mom sitting in the middle of them. The mom says she don't want her son to date anybody because these ladies be plotting on him. And the mom is just so outspoken about her son. But this whole Juju Watkins, I don't know these people at all, but I was looking them up. She's a college basketball player who's doing well, who's about to go off to the WNBA, they said. He's a QB. I mean, she of course she doesn't make as much money as he does, but
Right.
she's doing her own thing, and she's a beautiful young lady. So
She is.
I don't know what the issue is right there with the mom, but yeah, the mom, I think, is a question was asked on one show, is the mom doing too much? I think she is. She's
She
out there.
definitely is. The more she tries to push him away, the closer he's gonna get. So go on, mom.
I don't know if these two are dating. I'm not convinced. This all started when they were at a game together and they were talking, and the mom came and sat in between them.
Right.
But I don't know if they're actually really dating.
There's some
But
other
since
pictures.
then, there's been like rumors she's been spotted at his games. But I don't
There's
know if they're dating.
pictures of them together out there too. If you look, there's some other pictures, but yeah, they have not made it official at all. So I'm not quite sure, but yeah.
Yeah,
They probably got to sneak because the mom is all up on his tail. So they probably don't want to make it official.
the mom is definitely out of line. She's going to end up being cut by the wife and just being pushed completely out of his life, because somebody going to come along that's going to be like, we're not having this, and then I'm not dealing with this. It was crazy when she slid up in that seat, though. It was hilarious.
It was.
It was hilarious, especially knowing who Juju is. Like, Juju has her own accolades, so it's not some little hoochie mama, you know. It was quite funny. But then we don't know their background, too, because you know how the single moms is with the sons. Like, it might be one of those relationships where she gave him everything. I don't know. We're
I'm taking a picture of the dad, him, and mom.
Oh.
I don't know. Dad wasn't at that game.
Dad should
And
tell
Dad
his
ain't
wife.
doing no internet talking.
Dad should be like, come on and sit your ass back down over here with me.
Guys. Or he should have been like, baby, this one okay. Like, she got a career. Let that ride. Let that go. Dad ain't saying nothing.
Okay, so who is this?
Isn't that the mom?
Nobody got his whole jacket.
That's the mom.
That's probably the mom did.
I've been seeing a whole, when I started looking up this story, I've been seeing the mom and him this posing here. The mom is with him in all these pics.
That mom said, I gave him 25 years. I'm going to keep a close rein on this payday.
Clearly.
Well, since we're in the sports, I just got to mention this again. I don't want to talk about these two again, but I'm going to mention it. They're still in the news. LeBron and Stephen A.
It's just going on and on.
Still in the news. Stephen A. won't shut up. Now LeBron is making fun of him on Instagram. It's over the top.
Yeah, I've seen Steven do a couple of interviews. It's clickbait for him, though. The more he talks, the more people are going to watch his show. This is just going to go on and on and on.
What do y'all think? Do y'all think that it should be over with? We shouldn't even, I don't even think the media should be talking about it anymore. Just ignore them too and just keep it moving, because I'm done with it. I'm just done with it. They talk about, I think Stephen A. got to the point that he said that, well, if he would have put his hands on me, I would have, did he say beat his ass? Or swing on the, he did say something. And then LeBron put out a video of Stephen A. boxing, and it was just he was just so slow with it. So I was like, okay.
He know damn well he would have got his ass kicked by LeBron. Cut it out.
I mean, you made your point. We know you don't like LeBron. We know how you feel. At this point, just address them about the basketball. Like,
Exactly.
we had the moment. It's over.
Yeah. Another one I'm tired of talking about, but this dude is crazy as shit. Kanye. Now talking about he wish he never had kids with Kim.
I seen that.
Like,
Did y'all see him in that Ku Klux Klan outfit?
Yes. He had a black outfit. DJ Academics was interviewing him.
What a clown.
So DJ Academics was in the middle of an interview, and he just like rants off on this. Now this white woman is raising these black kids, and I can't even give half.
She was white when you met her, baby.
Yeah,
She just get white.
I can't give
She's
50%
not white.
custody.
She's Armenian.
And blah 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 blah. Like I was like, oh my god, this dude is crazy as shit. But he really needs help.
Crazy.
If he's
I'm
not,
surprised they don't do him like they do Wendy.
Like,
I think he moves around too much. Yeah, cause he like crazy. I think the Kardashians need to call something on him. Well, this is my baby's father, and he's not right. He needs to be committed.
I think they have had him committed before.
I remember something before. I don't know if they had him. Do you think they had him committed? I remember something about him and them doing something.
Or hospitalized. Before.
I know Snoop Dogg had called them out, but Snoop Dogg called everybody out. But yeah, he's not even credible anymore after that Trump thing.
I have to say, Snoop, are we over Snoop yet? Still, getting that big bag from the new administration?
No, Snoop is a sellout. Take your old, he is a fellow Crip, but take your old ass on somewhere.
Snoop.
I care.
I just don't know how to feel about you, Snoop. I still got some hurt in my heart.
Me
How
too.
you did us. Not you, Brandy. Why are you making that face?
I don't know, because I was mad at Nelly too, but then I just listened to a Nelly interview on the $1 Million Worth of Game, and I fell in love with Nelly all over again.
But this is my thing. It wouldn't have been so bad if he wasn't talking all that smack about you better not do one of you jigaboos. Had he not went on that rant, I would not be so upset.
Yeah.
But because he went on that rant and was like, y'all better not. And then you turn around and do the same thing. I don't like that. Now, see, Nelly, I'm not really mad at Nelly because Nelly, he was quiet.
Nelly said it was for the bag. I'm going to put my family first. It was for the bag.
And I get that. And Snoop Dogg could have been for the bag too if he wasn't doing all this before. I don't like that. Stand on your word.
So let me back that up. So Nelly was on $1 Million Worth of Game, and did they actually ask him why he okay? And that was his response.
His answer was that he considers his family first. He's going to put his family above anything.
Okay. Because that's what I was going to say. I feel like these rappers that we, hold up high on a pedestal, we pay them money, I feel like they owe the culture an excuse. Just give me a reason why and just let me swallow it. But I feel like you do owe us, even though I don't think I've ever paid for either one of their concerts or anything like that.
Me neither.
I don't support them like that, but I do like Snoop, and I feel like you need to. And I like Ashanti, so you now married her. I feel like you owe us an answer of why you did that, because basically, for the most part, the culture is upset with you for that. I mean, there's some that don't care, or some that agree with them doing it. But I think for the most part, people are up in arms about that.
Listen, I can't be mad at them because I probably would have not Nelly, because I probably would have took the bag too. And that's just me.
I don't know. I don't think I would ever be offered.
Let's be clear. Nelly needed the bag. Now I don't know if Snoop Dogg needed it, but Nelly needed the bag.
It must have been a big bag, or he needed to get somebody exonerated or something. It's probably some in the bag business. It was probably worthwhile.
I was thinking that myself because I was like, how big of a bag is that administration giving unless it's the vice president? Because it seems like the president is cheap, and I can't see him dishing out or it coming out of his fund. Now maybe somebody else's fund was giving it. Now speaking of the so-called vice president. I'm hearing that it was on the news that he's stepping down. I was like, didn't they say he didn't even have a he's didn't a month ago they said that he doesn't have a position there. He's not. He's just an advisor to the president. But now he's stepping down from his position because and speculate. They didn't say why, but speculation is because 13%. He has lost 13% in the last quarter of sales on his Teslas compared to the first quarter of 2024 where he was up really high. So that's what they're speculating is because he's losing money.
Probably.
I'll be glad to see him go.
Me too. So long. Bye 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 bye.
But he already got what he wanted, whatever it was. So
I agree. He
What
got
did
some
he-
records.
What did we see? Do you think he wanted our information?
He probably wanted to be nosy, yes.
he probably got some contracts.
I don't think
He
that.
probably got all types of things going on.
I don't think that's it. Okay, I know he probably got that, but I think he went. He was there because he wanted the fame. He's one of them people that is so rich, but can't be satisfied. So he's trying to do everything to satisfy himself. You know how those weird people, some people have sex with dogs and stuff
Yeah,
like
we
that.
talk about that earlier.
Compare him to the people that have sex with dogs.
This guy just wanted to be up there. That's why he all weirdly jumping like a weirdo and doing all kinds of weird things because he wanted that acknowledgement. And when it didn't come, when people weren't giving him, I think because the American people for the most part could care less about him, and we are not like cheering him on. And he's losing money. He's like, I'm out. Yeah. I'll be glad to go. I'll be glad to see him go.
And I don't think he's out. He's just gonna
Be
but
quiet.
him and Trump, they still in the bag, in the pocket. All of them.
Just singing in the background.
The administration has messed up a couple times within the last week with these texts. You know, you heard about the text of. Wait, you don't know that they had like a text chain and added a journalist on it by mistake, and it was telling the secrets of an attack they were going to make. It was like,
Oh.
oh my gosh.
Who are they going to attack?
I'm going to show you. It was all over the news. And I don't even watch the news. I refuse to watch the news like anymore. Wait. The secret text that was leaked to a journalist. Let's see if it comes out like that. Okay. Outrage after the White House accidentally texted a journalist war plans. It says, outrage after White House accidentally texts journalists war plans, huge screw up. Security leak triggers bipartisan anger after Atlantic reveals official inadvertently broadcast highly sensitive military plans. It goes on and on and on and on, but yeah, the journalist was included in the text chain. I didn't even think you should have a text chain about sensitive information like this because that could be hacked.
Exactly.
Then something just happened like yesterday, which I think it was another. Oh yeah, okay.
No, child. I've been off the grid.
When it comes to Trump, me too. Because
He didn't deport. I can't get it. I feel like every time the TV's on, I walk past, I hear something else. He didn't deported the wrong man back to Venezuela, I think. So now they're trying to work to get him back, but and then I don't know. I don't even want to get into it because I don't even like talking a lot of political stuff. But they're just a bunch of fuck ups. A wrong email went to somebody. An email went to somebody who wasn't part of the staff or who shouldn't have got it. I don't know what it was about, but it was highly some sensitive information as well. So somebody's looking into it as of today. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, that administration is a fuck up.
Yeah.
With that, meet Bella. She's a visionary behind the Bella Collective. She's a trail ride aficionado, a media and PR powerhouse, redefining how we connect, celebrate, and communicate. From the red carpet interviews at major events as the National Black Cowboy and Rodeo Awards. She's the trailblazer, blending influence and impact through reminisce life after death. Bella is breaking taboos around the death education, sparking transformative. I can't speak tonight.
Transformative.
Sparking conversations. Her work with media dreams of digital creators crafts the future of the content creation.
What's that feedback noise? Y'all don't hear that?
I hear it.
Just cut me off in the middle.
I'm sorry because I can't even hear you. The noise is overpowering.
It is. But
It stopped.
it was you, Bella. What's it about? You got your fan on?
I don't have anything on. That's why I muted it to see if it was me, huh? Like, it shows that the echo cancellation is on.
Yeah. But I mean, right now you're fine.
It's nothing. I don't have anything on. Everything's on Do Not Disturb.
Okay.
It seems
Okay.
to.
All right. Well, Bella is building her media empire one unforgettable moment at a time. Here's Bella.
Okay, Shannon Sharp. Hi, Bella.
Hey, Brandon.
So now I gotta cut that all up because I done messed up and the noise started coming. Oh wait, I still hear it.
Is it me? Like, cause I hear it coming back. Should I do headphones? Let me see. Look.
It might be the fan on the computer too, cause it's just like a low hum.
Picking up all of that? That's embarrassing. Not my MacBook. Embarrassing me.
It's quiet now though. I don't hear it.
Oh my goodness. Let's see.
I mean, right now,
So what
like I
I'll do
said,
is I'm gonna mute until you ask me something, and then I'll unmute to keep the noise down. 'Cause
okay.
I'm the problem.
So let's just start with something silly and fun. What's your sign?
Oh baby, I'm a Sagittarius, and I'm a
That's the
Sagittarius.
house.
I'm a
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius by
Yes.
Sagittarius by Pisces. I have a lot of fire in my chart. A lot of fire in my chart.
Okay.
What
okay.
Sagittarius are you? Are you a November Sagittarius or a December?
I'm a December Sagittarius.
The best.
Yes.
The best.
Yes.
All right. So since we're all the way here, what's your date?
The third.
Okay.
Yep,
It's
December.
not
3rd.
yours, Deidre. She's the third.
Mm-hmm. So my little moniker is I'm not the 1, the 2, or the 3. Like I'm all of it. I always say that. And or I'm 1, 2, and 3. So
Okay.
Let them know.
okay.
That's cute. All
Thank
right. What inspired you to start the Bella Collective, and how has your vision evolved?
That is so funny. I've been doing content creating, being in front of the camera for about 5 years, and it all started because of the pandemic. And right now I have a series that has 2 seasons. It's very unhinged, but it's archived on YouTube because it's so unhinged. So I started it, and it was entitled Life, Lust, and Lies. And it was about my dating life and the people around me's dating life and the crazy stories that just came with dating. And it wasn't necessarily man bashing or woman bashing. It was, this is literally just life. What comes with life, lust, what comes with lust, lies. So I did 2 seasons of that, and then it stopped. And so I was like, I gotta go bigger, I gotta go better, because sometimes when you put yourself into a particular genre of topic, that's only where you can stay. And people look at you being like, you have that glass ceiling, and you're like, but I'm more than this. And they're like, well, this is all you show, and this is all we know. So I was like, oh, we gotta archive that and pick it up a different kind of way.
Okay. See, good answer. Good answer.
Thank you.
Can you share behind the scenes moment that truly shaped your journey as a media mogul in the making?
Yeah, I learned that I was good on camera, asking people questions. You know how the joke goes, you have a face for radio, and
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
I didn't have a face for radio, and I knew like you. That's why when you started running down some of my stuff, I was like, "Oh, Danielle did something that I would do. You got to go research, the people." So with that, with all of that, like I said, I started Life Less Than Lies, and then went on to become the Bella Collective because I don't like a niche. I'm a Sagittarius, so I like to be free and do whatever I want to do. So if we're gonna talk about travel, we're gonna talk about travel. If I'm gonna go eat today, we're gonna talk about eating. If I wanna go back to my dating life and feature some people on the page, that's what you're gonna see. Okay, so the Bella Collective encaptures all of me in every kind of way, because the media PR stuff, like getting back to what you said, right? So I'm from Maryland. They always say you need to move to LA, you need to move to New York, you need to move to now Atlanta and Miami, and they always say, well, they don't have that there because your government, your tech, your area is government and tech. And I love where I live and I love where I'm from. We have all four seasons, and I said, why can't we have this here? Oh, you can't have it here, but nobody gets to tell me we can't have something. So then I started to begin to build it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
One more question for me.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for your high profile events like that national, the Black Cowboy Awards that you had to host?
So
How do you prepare for that?
the good thing that we have now, right, is the technology, and you can't be scared of the technology. You use it with what is already in your brain and what you come up with. So when I did that, number one, it was because it was about Black people. Number two, you got your media pass, and I am trying to showcase us, meaning Black people, the culture, in every aspect that we do. So I'm not just cowboy stuff. I'm not just fashion stuff. I'm not just mortuary stuff. So just trying to show people that our cousins are doing something totally different over there, because that's basically what they are, our cousins, right? And
Yeah.
so what I did is you research what you're going to. So what's at a rodeo? There's like 5 events. Although it's long, there's 5 events. What are the 5 events? You go through the events and then you figure out what is in each event. What's a bronc rider do? They have to stay on that bucking horse for 8 seconds. But it's more than that. Their feet have to stay like in the straps, and they have to hold one hand, and it has to be wrapped so many times, or you're disqualified for this. There's so many aspects into it. So it's a lot of research. And what I noticed with other journalists, right, or people that are in the media industry, they don't do their research even just a little bit. They don't use the computer. They're not asking thorough questions. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah. All right. I do have another question, but I'm gonna save
No,
mine
go
because
ahead. Go ahead.
no,
I'm here for
it's a funny one. It's not. It's not. We're serious now. It's not. But I'll let you go. Brandy, Deidre, go ahead and ask about the fun stuff now. I guess.
Okay. So it's Saturday night, girl.
it. Mm-hmm.
I'm preparing for my trail ride.
Yes.
What are some must-haves that I have in my purse? I got my fans.
You got your
Where my
fan.
fans at
You
one
got
time?
your
Where
fan.
my fans at? What do I need
So
besides this fan? What else do I need to have in my purse?
your cup
Okay.
with your adult beverage in it. Okay,
Okay.
your adult beverage, bring your stuff. I would say absolutely. Have a bag or even one of the wagons, like you going to, a wine festival. Bring all your stuff. Have your chairs. Of course, have your fan. We're going into the summer season. So make sure you have your bug repellent. I would definitely say, of course, like I said, your drinks, cash. Always bring cash, bring a good time, and wear your boots. Like I'm in the process of making, like a reel with my boots everywhere I go. You can't just buy your boots and say, "Oh, these are cute. I'm gonna wear them on Saturday." No, baby, you should have ordered them like 2 months ago. And you know how they say something? What is it? The little kids in rain boots, because they always wear their rain boots that are bad. wear your boots all the time, because once you're out there and you have a little drink, whether you drink or not, you're gonna be dancing for hours. And just because you don't know the dance doesn't mean there aren't people out there that's not gonna teach you to dance. There's
Mm-hmm.
also a lot of
Okay.
dances with the words in it. So if you are up to just having fun, right? You're gonna go left, left, right, right. Like it, a lot of the songs have the words in it, and when they don't, you stand off to the side and you learn it, and you get back in, and you go around and you just have fun. For sure, your hats, right? So at
Mm-hmm.
the trail ride, it is a family event. So while we like to wear a little risque stuff, you got to remember people have their kids out there. So, yeah, it's the trail ride is always like it's like a big family reunion. So, after a certain hour, like 11 or 12, they'll be gone, but you got to think kids are still going to be out there till 10 and 11 because they have their RVs out there. There are people that go for the entire weekend and not just for the
Okay.
dancing, because the trail ride, the night before is like a fish fry, and then dancing. The next day they have the trail ride, and then they have all of the games that they bring out. So they have the Pony Express for the kids, different, like chase the chicken, or chase the hog, or whatever they have out there. You can ride the horses sometimes, and later into the evening you'll start eating again, and then it's all dancing. So definitely you have to have on your dancing shoes for sure.
I'm glad you
Before you
mentioned
can,
that
oh, go ahead.
because I've been watching Trail Rise and I haven't seen any children. So I'm glad you mentioned that because I have a newborn, almost a newborn. He's about to be one. And I was like, oh, wonder can I bring him to the trail ride? Because I don't see any kids. So I'm glad you said that.
Oh, they do have that, right? But you also just have to. Are you going for you and with Brandy and Danielle to have fun, or is it going to be a family event, right? Because once you're out there, you're parked. You're parked in the field. Um, of course, they allow ins and outs or whatever, but it's like, do you want to be a mom today, or do you want to have fun today? And sometimes you can do both, but which one? You're out in the field, literally. You're out in the field. Is the baby gonna be? And then there's
No, we
also,
having fun.
it's porta potties. So where are you changing the baby? Where are you doing? What's going on? You got to consider all of that stuff when you bring the baby. I say don't bring them.
I'm probably gonna do two because I'm in Kentucky and my family's in Pennsylvania or in Delaware, so they up north. So
Hmm.
I'm probably gonna do like a Maryland one with my family, but then me and my boo thing probably do a Georgia one. So I might bring the baby to one, and then I hang out with my family at the other.
Yeah, so the ones up here are not as big and great as the ones down there. So Maryland has your typical trail ride. You have your horses. If you don't have a horse up here, you're not actually doing the trail ride part. Now, down in Louisiana, they let you bring your ATVs and your family ATVs that hold like 4 to 6 people, and you could go because it's like a mini parade, like Mardi Gras or whatever. So it just depends on what location you go into.
Okay, so do you travel from state to state for trail rides?
I want to. So if
Okay.
there's any cowboys, me and Danielle and Brandon, and Queen Deidre would like to come through, okay? But no, I haven't traveled. I haven't traveled for one.
Okay.
Um, Speaking of that,
Yes.
so the ones down here, so the ones in Maryland, they don't have the whole trail ride in the beginning. So what is a trail ride? So is it like some events, like rodeo events? What is? I
No,
know
so the trail
after.
ride basically, like I said a little bit earlier, is basically just to bring awareness to the cowboy culture. It's a family event. You're recognizing the culture of basically the country, right? Like when I say like the
Okay,
farmland, the animals.
okay,
They're trying to make it fun to bring awareness to everything that they're doing. Pay attention to the land. Pay attention to the and be kind to the animals. Respect the people that are out here that are actually growing things and producing, more animals, the eggs, right? So we have a lot of people that went into. I got me some chickens, and now they're producing the eggs, and it's just to bring people together. Honestly, the dancing, the celebration of life.
for some reason I thought it was like a whole event. Like in the beginning, like during the day, we were watching a rodeo. and some other stuff. I don't know where I got it from,
No,
but
but
that's what I
on the
thought.
second day of the trail ride from like, 11, 12-ish a.m., 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., roughly till about 4, that's when they have the actual trail ride. The people that own stock go out and ride. Then they come back and they
Okay.
entertain everybody that's on the fields with all of the games, with all of their tricks, riding the horses fast and letting the kids ride. And like I said, the chicken runs where they say, okay, come inside the pen. All the kids chase the chickens. If you catch a chicken, you win some money.
Okay.
So they
Okay.
do entertainment throughout the day. They have the face painting, they have the mock bull riding and all of that out there. So the rodeo is something totally different.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so tell me your favorite memory from the trail ride. Tell me one of your favorite memories.
The
Or
one,
your funniest memory.
no, really, the favorite memory is I was out there, and I don't know a lot of the dance. I can't dance. Okay, that's why it's important to me. I like when they put the words in the song because now I can figure something out, right? But no, there was
Mhm.
this young man out there. He had driven like 2 hours, like an hour and a half to, well, traffic, like 2 hours, and he knew every dance, and he taught me every, and he was so patient and so kind. And by at the end of the trail ride, we had been out there literally from like 7 to like 2 a.m. dancing. So that's why I said it's very important to break in your shoes because you might sit down in your chair for a little bit, but then you hear a song, boop, we're back up. Oh, it's another song. It's another song. And yeah, it's a lot. But that was one of them. Like him being kind enough to teach everybody around him to do the dances. And that was just a good
Yeah.
memory. Yeah. Babe, they
Okay.
had some
Was that
fried
just?
ribs. I've never had fried ribs before. I've
I
never
never
wanted to put
heard
hot sauce on a rib before. And they were actually good. They were
I
actually
just
good.
tried fried ribs 2 weekends ago for the first time.
Okay, yeah, they were good though.
of it. Okay. Forgot what I was gonna say, but I did wear my hat for you.
I appreciate it.
Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna ask you. Oh, was that your first trail ride?
It was my first trail ride. And so
Okay. Okay.
after I did the red carpet for the Black Rodeo, right? Everybody just started sending me all of this stuff. And so I appreciate it. If anybody's watching this, I appreciate y'all sending me stuff. But it's like they were putting me into a niche. And that, as a Sagittarius, I was like, y'all gotta stop. Like having 45 people send you the same 8 different reels and all of that, like that's, it's overwhelming. But it was my
Okay.
first trail ride, but it will not be my last trail ride because like I said, regionally they're different. So I would like to experience, and I would actually travel because like I said, so on that Thursday, everybody that's staying on the land or bringing their animals come in that Thursday. So I want to get an RV and stay on the land. I want to, you're able to rent the RVs. You're actually able in Maryland to rent the RV. They'll drop it off and pick it up. Same with the golf
Oh,
carts to get around the field because it's a lot of walking. So you can get your golf cart and move around from RV to RV, trailer to trailer. Yeah, it's a whole little camping weekend.
I would love a golf cart.
Okay.
I would love an
Okay.
RV.
Me
So let's
too.
see if I can. Listen, I was already, my head was going. I was like, let me hit one of these companies and see if they'll sponsor an RV for me. So I'm trying to get an RV for one of the trail rides, and then invite the lady.
Yeah.
Like, come on, come sit here, take the pictures. Hashtag. But that's how you get it. Get your sponsors.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So the next one is in May, right?
Yes.
The one in Maryland is in
Yes.
May. You going?
So I'm gonna reach out to them. I do want to go to that one. I'm gonna reach out to them because I heard it's not as big as Max Diesel's. So I want to make sure that they're just as welcoming when they come out. But I do want to say something real quick.
Hmm.
There have been it was a little bit controversy with the trail ride name, right? And I came out and I said something. I said I'm supposed to be going on a podcast to say X, Y, and Z, but there are a lot of ladies that are making money off of the trail ride name. They're saying DMV trail ride brunch. There's not a brunch that's associated with any trail ride.
Uh,
That's not how that goes, okay? So brunches are a DC thing. Well, I won't just say DC, but Houston, New York, right? So brunches are not a country thing. So I've had people women in saddle clubs reach out to me in my DMs and say, "Hey, I like how you're just putting this information out there. It doesn't seem like you're trying to make money off of it." I said, "Baby, no, I'm here for fun. Like, what's up?" So I got a few phone calls and they said, "Yeah, we reached out to some of these people and we told them don't use our likeness, but they still are." And they said, use a different name, Beats and Boots or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Use something else, but don't say trail ride, because people will travel to the area if they want to and go to a brunch and be disappointed and goes, "Oh, I thought it was going to be more." But you were never at a
Right.
trail ride, right?
Right.
So the trail ride is actually in the country. Anything that you have to pre-purchase a ticket for and be in DC for is not a trail ride. So I hope the ladies respect the elders of the saddle clubs and stop using their likeness.
You heard that?
Yeah, that's really what it was.
So what did you wear? Oh,
Brady, you're on mute, I think.
Okay, so Bella, you didn't stay the night. You went for the day and you left that evening.
Because I didn't have an RV. Yeah.
How was it getting out of there? Because I can just imagine the traffic, the
So,
cops.
so leaving is easy.
Okay.
Getting in is hard because everybody is going almost at the same time. Now, I'm a timely person. If they say it's from 6 to X, Y, and Z, I like to go out there. I want my prime spot seating. I want to not have to, I don't want to sweat. I'm 40, I'm 41. So sweats come, right? So I don't want to be out there sweaty. I don't want to be out there looking any particular type of way. So I like to take my time and mosey. So going, and also because, and I encourage cash, 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 because when you're trying to Apple Pay people, when you're trying to cash at people, it just slows up the line. And that's really what takes a long time, is paying to get in. Yep.
So people are kind of trickling out whenever, but to get in, you can be backed up.
You're going to be backed up. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
I think you said, what did I wear?
Yeah, what did you wear? Because I didn't see the outfit.
So the first night I had on some leggings that went into my boots, and it's March, it's cold, right? There were a lot. So let me tell y'all something right now before y'all be like, this girl keep talking about people. Baby, I will put on the most see-throughest lace outfit and walk my ass out the door, right? I will put some shit on, okay? But when it's March and
Yes.
it's 60 degrees during the day and you still getting 28, 30 at night, and we're outside at night to the wee hours of the morning, you need to have some clothes on. So my jacket, I'll go back and do my reveals. I said, let me put my clothes on. I'll do that for y'all. But the first night it was just like a jacket with the fleece lining, and it had the strings at my hips, so it accentuated my hips, my waist. And that was the first night. My boots, I guess I should have had my stuff. My boots are actually in my trunk because I stay ready. Cowboys say, "Come ride me, baby." No, so that was the first night. The second night, I already knew we were gonna be out there all night, and also from the first night. So let me tell you something. What the saying is, when in Rome, do as the Romans, right? So when you're outside in the middle of the night with booty shorts on and your butt hanging out, they know you're not a part of the culture. So pay attention to what the people that are part of the culture are really wearing. So night 2, I had my camo pants on. I didn't wear boots that night because I had on my boots the whole day prior, right? So I had on some tennis shoes and I had a Wrangler on. Now, if you're hip, and I've been around the Cowboys, I know our beloved Beyonce, baby, wear Levi's, but when you're in the Cowboy community, you wear Wrangler, you wear Ariat. There's certain brands, just like we wear certain Jordans, and then they call the other Jordans Mexican Jordans. There's a difference in what you're wearing. Okay, so you can't wear just anything. So I had a Wrangler hoodie, and I cut it up and made it fringe, and it went with the camo pants. It was a whole cute outfit, and a denim jacket was all I needed because the Wrangler hoodie was so thick.
Okay.
So I definitely had the camos on night 2.
Sweet.
All right, well, Bella,
Should have tipped her hat on that one.
let's move on to you. So I'm in Delaware.
Yes.
So I'm
That's
not
interesting.
far. What does Bella do on a regular Saturday night for fun?
What level do you want me to take it to know? So on a Saturday night,
Oh, let's go to levels.
right? It is levels. So so just for instance, like this weekend, right? So can I just lay out my weekend this weekend to answer?
Please.
Okay. So this
Yeah.
Friday night, surprisingly, have you guys heard of Nucci's Front Porch? Um,
Mm.
okay,
I'm
so
writing
you
things
guys,
down.
you guys have definitely heard of Tiny Desk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So Tiny
Oh, I
Desk.
did hear the front porch.
Okay,
Yes.
so Tiny Desk is the Caucasian version of Nucci's Front Porch. However, Tiny Desk was first. I do like Tiny Desk, but Nucci being from here, right? We have go-go. We have true musicians here that actually play with soul and rhythm, and our energy is different when we touch a musical instrument. So, because Nucci just had Lenny Williams. Nucci's listen, Nucci's doing something. So anyway, he
So
has
wait a
this
minute, is
series.
this where they be playing on the drums? And the drums is on the porch, and then the
Yes.
guitars in
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I've been hip to that. Go ahead.
So
Mm-hmm.
he's doing his thing. So he's at the Kennedy Center this Friday with Nucci and friends. So I'm going to a concert Friday night, and I don't know who I'm gonna see. So I'm excited about that. Saturday, I was at. This is why when people reach out to you, like you guys reach out to me, you tap into your community and you make friends. So in January, I hosted my own workshop. It was free, and it was called Mastering Public Speaking for Content Creators, because I realized going out into a lot of spaces, people are comfortable behind the camera and they can't speak at all, and they're awkward, and people always try to blame it on COVID. But we were already adults, right? We were already adults when COVID happened. And someone that came to my class invited me to her, I think it's like 5 or 10 year business gala. So I'm going to her gala on Saturday night. So she was like, "Yeah, come cute, but come comfortable because we gonna have a time." So me just pouring into my community, right? Because like I said, I did it for free. Me pouring into my community started this relationship with her. And shout out to Patience. She does a lot of massages and post-op stuff and all kind of stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
patience.
Okay.
So, I know Brandy said she wanted to ask about love too, but I want to ask about. I saw a TikTok you did, and
Ooh.
it said, "Come back." I can't remember the name. Abby. I was trying to look at it. She was like, "This is." You were like, "This is just for such and such." Come back. I won't be mean anymore. I won't.
I don't know what you're talking about, girl. I talk all day long on TikTok. I'll put up like 5 or 6 TikToks in the morning and then at night. What I say?
It's like a love of yours. You were like in the car driving, and you said, "Come back. I won't be mean anymore. I won't do this." I
Oh,
won't,
that
and
was
you
going
like,
with the trend because all the young boys was with J Money serving everybody, and they had stacks of money like this. So I was like, J Money, babe, I fucked up. I won't do it again. So it was a joke. It was a joke. Like,
okay,
hey,
okay.
I need that money back because I remember those days when you had somebody that was serving everybody and the money was good.
Like, who is this a love she's talking to?
No, I'm single. Baby, I got a story to tell, but I'm single. But I am in a position where if it comes, I'm ready for it. It's just a lot of things that you don't put up with anymore. And I've talked to the gentlemen that are on TikTok, and they're like, what sense does it make for a woman to want to pay 100% of her rent and bills versus 50? And I'm like, peace. And that's something
Yeah,
that you don't know
yeah.
because you're asking this question. That's something that you never asked your mother about because you're asking this question. And anytime men say idiotic shit to us, I'd be like, go ask your mom, go ask your grandma. And they think I'm being disrespectful, but you men do not have real conversations with their women family members about what has happened to them, how they truly feel. Like, why you think your grandmother never got another nigga after Pop died? because she's tired of all of their asses, right? Like, it don't have nothing to do with benefits because she doesn't have to marry him, you know, like, it doesn't have anything to do with certain things. But I am at peace, and I don't let people come and ruin my peace. And if y'all want me to be a little bit, you know, the last nigga I was messing with, girl, I had to hire a lawyer, send out a cease and desist. It got messy because he just took my picture and dragged me all over the internet. I was like, baby, I can't get with shit like that. Like, you can't do stuff like that. So my lawyer been lawyering, and I'm like, baby, I still pay that lawyer. I said, to this day, you can shut up. Yes, it's a lot. When you take your access from someone, and they're sick about it, and they want to. I hear an echo. When you take your that threw me off. I'm sorry. When you take your access from someone, and they're used to being able to do anything, or you even stayed in a situation longer than you know that you should have, and when you revoke it, niggas don't know how to act. They don't know what to do. So let me act out. Let me do this. Let me do that. That'll garner her attention. And as a whole ass fire sign, it's going to be one of two ways, right? We're not on TikTok. We're on a podcast. You're either going to die or I'm just going to pretend you're dead. So me getting this lawyer for the cease and desist is pretend you're dead, because I got stuff to lose, right? So that's how I feel about it. Like, but past all of that, I'm welcoming it all. Today, I got on TikTok and I said, I haven't even been asked to be flown out the country. It's April 2nd. Not one nigga been on my line. I said, well, shit, pussy powers activate. Let's get it, because I'm ready to go somewhere. My passport is ready. I got my shots. I could hit Africa. I could go everywhere. What's up? So, I'm ready.
So, how long were you in that relationship for?
Maybe it was a situationship.
How long was that?
Oh.
So it started around 2018, then it stopped, and I was like, you know what? You know how niggas try to make it seem like they're doing better? So I was like, well, if he's doing better, let's tap back into it, see what's going on. And the second time around, it was probably like 2 years, honestly. So I gotta be careful with my words, because it's like I got a lawyer. So what happens is I said, hey, I would like us to come together as a unit. This person was like, no. So I said, well, if we're not gonna come together as a unit, I need A, B, and C. I need a portion of your business. I need a life insurance policy, and I need some other things listed on this. And I got everything. So I was like, fuck it, let's ride. Asked, you don't want to give me that, but you'll give me everything else. I was like, I'm not gonna be out here left behind if something happened to you. No, I need my insurance policy.
Yeah.
So tell me how it is dating in your 40s. Do you feel like you attract more like YNs?
Yes.
Or
I have a big, like, I'm like 185 and 190, and so when I gain weight, my butt get bigger, and so they see me, they be like, oh my goodness. I be like, please just stop, please just leave me alone. I don't know if it's the pheromones, what they're chasing, I don't know. And it's usually that, right? Because some of the older gentlemen, it's just not, you should know how to carry on a conversation, you should know how to do certain things, and I just don't have it for you if you can't think. And I've gotten to the point where if I have to think for you, I'm not doing it. I have a teenager that I have to think for. I'm not doing it. It's the mental load. That's why I pay 100% to not have that mental load of somebody else's. No.
Right. Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That was a good question, Brandy. We were talking about that earlier.
It definitely was.
Yeah, about
well, I
dating
dated.
in the
Y'all know
40s.
I dated for a bit, like
You weren't in your
39.
40s. Yeah, okay.
Well,
I was about to say you weren't in your 40s at the time.
No, I was 39,
Your
40.
son's. Oh, because y'all.
Yeah, I was 39,
took some time
40,
apart.
and I felt like
Y'all took some time. Okay.
it's hard for people of that age to find male partners of the same age. I feel like it's a lot more YNs that are attracted to.
So where I'm at in life, I had my daughter when I was I'm sorry, y'all, when I was 27. And
Mm-hmm.
so with having my daughter at 27, that's not too early, and it's not too late. So I'm cutting the sound off. So now what I've noticed that a lot of men in my area, right, they waited. Some either had a lot young or some either waited. So now I have my 40-year-old uh, peers, and these niggas is ready to
Yeah.
have babies, baby. Fuck no. I am for fuck no, right? So they
Watch
waited
your
too
mouth
late.
now. I just got a newborn. I'm in my 40s.
No, not you. Them. It's for
I know.
me,
I'm
right?
just messing with you.
So I was like, fuck no. Like, I'm not doing that because I've already done it. I know what it comes down to. I'm down for like 2 years, right? You're realistically, you can't, 2 years, you're breastfeeding or they're attached to you. They want to smell the kids. They just want to be on you. You know what I'm saying? And you can go somewhere, but are you really leaving your 2-year-old for 7 to 8 days at a time with, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to want to travel with your partner, right? So it's like, and girl, my mama over there on the shelf. I ain't got nobody, like, unless your mama doing it, And so that
Yeah.
was one of the conversations that I had with the person before, and I was like, yo, you talking about some have a kid? Are you ready to retire your mom? And I say that because if I'm working and I'm going out the house to work on purpose, right? And you work from home. Oh, I can't you can't handle it. So then you need to hire your mom. So you need to ask your mom, what is she making every week to make it comfortable to where she can quit her job? Because
Yeah.
now, what are we paying 14, 18, $2,200 in childcare if we could pay your mother, and this is no disrespect to anyone, a teacher salary? Why are we paying a doctor's salary if we could pay a teacher's salary? And then when you're hit with so many rebuttals and niggas can't think things through. I've been here. I've done this. I already know what it is. Then it's, oh, okay, well, boop, that's closed. And so they always say women start at 100 and then start going down to 0, and men start at 0 and go up to 100. So baby, that was a few ticks off your 100. Now you know what I'm saying, we had it down to E, because you can't
Yeah.
even see the bigger picture, that the safest place honestly is gonna be with your mom. The cheapest thing is gonna be with your mom. So if you can't see that we need to pay and retire your mom, then I can't do that. No. One and done.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a problem with the age gap dating with the
Yeah.
older. They love all those things about the 39, 40-year-old woman. They're situated, they run their household, they have that maternal instinct.
Mm-hmm.
But we've already had our children. So
We've already had
nobody
our
wants to start again with the 29, 30-year-old.
no, so those are
Right.
like fun experiences. Like, you're the fun guy. We can go do all of the things, but you can't like me too much. We can have fun, but don't like me. And it's hard. And I was talking about that today too. I mean, you were talking about, you went through my TikTok. I said make sure you're memorable, and the reason why I said that is because this guy wanted to circle the block, and it was not a bad reason why I stopped dealing with him. And in hindsight, that's what they say. I think I was the rebound, right? And so he remembered so much stuff about me. He watched my YouTube. He would say all these things, and I couldn't even remember this nigga's name. I didn't know this nigga's name. Like, his, I had to go through like Instagram and search birthday posts to see if somebody said his name. The thing is to be memorable. Like, I'm gonna live life. So when you come over here, you're going to experience how I live life. And a lot of men are so in a box, and they
Yeah.
think they can't do certain things. They can't have fun. I'm like, come on, we driving to Delaware. They got some hot air balloons. We gonna do. They like hot air balloons. And I've never known so many niggas to be scared of heights but not scared of guns. And I'm just like, what is
Uh,
up with y'all? They
right.
don't. So
Right.
So, what is the
Yeah.
ideal date for you? Someone trying to date you, so they're
Baby, let me
listening.
tell you, the best date I ever had. I used to work nights because I went to school during the day, so I used to work nights, and
Mhm.
I'm on a dating app. This is in 2021, 20. I think it was 21. And yeah, it was 21 for sure. And I'm on a dating app, and I matched with this guy, and he's like, "Man, let me call you right now because I be on these apps and people don't be looking how they look. Let me FaceTime you." I'm in the office by myself. I'm like, "All right, cool. Now this is a Thursday, okay? This means something." So I'm FaceTiming, we kikiing. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "I'm packing. I'm going out of town on Saturday." And I was like, "Oh, okay." He was like, "You want to go with me?" I said, "It's funny that you asked because my passport is right here on my desk. I had to do something with my passport today." "Yeah, I want to go." He said, "You for real?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "All right, hold on." He put me on hold, called the airline, got me a ticket. The first time I met this man was at the airport that Saturday. We met on Thursday. I had one day to get my shit together, and not even a full day because, in COVID, shit is only open from like 10 to like 6. And then I was like,
Oh,
oh my
right,
God, I got to get
right,
my hair done, my
right.
feet done. I got to pack. I got to do all kinds of things. And so, really, from that's when I learned if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So, the
Hey,
always done everything. I always have like an extra wig. I got wigs just for the pools and stuff like that. So that when you say what's your favorite, take me out the country. That's why I said earlier.
Brother,
Yes.
we would warn our daughters not to go out of the country or even go out of the state without knowing this person for a little bit. What made you go?
I'm a very spiritual person, and I was gonna be okay. I was gonna. That's just really
Okay,
how I felt about it. But that's really with
okay.
anything, right? So even if I go out with somebody and we're in an Uber or whatever, like it could be dangerous anywhere. And that's really just how I
Hmm.
felt about it. So would I tell my daughter to go do that? No, I wouldn't tell her. But you also, and this sort of kind of goes with it, but it doesn't. And it's like, as a black person, right? And I could say for any major city that has like the crime, Chicago, Baltimore, DC, right, all of that, I feel safer like around my people than I do white people. So like I just
Hmm.
felt like I was gonna be okay. Like the way we talked, he had given me his address. He had sent me a picture of his ID. Like I had sent the picture of the ID to. If we was in a group chat, y'all would have the ID. Y'all had every piece of
Okay.
information about him. My location was on. I'm texting the
hmm
whole time. We're doing everything the whole time. So it wasn't like I snuck away. I still had all of his information. And at that particular time, I worked. Let me make this clear before I say I have never ever been the police, but I did work for the police at that time. So I was able to look at certain things.
okay.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I definitely think we're of a generation where, yes, we would probably tell our children not to do it. But come on now, you've been in Atlantic City, you've been to DC with somebody. Just get me a separate room.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
go by
Like
myself, and I'm gonna send the license plate number, the driver's license. You gonna get all of that. But yeah, they got
I
those
really
good fruit.
really think he just didn't want to travel alone. That was his first time traveling out the country. And I had been to Cancun several times. So I was like, because he felt comfortable with me kind of sort of being his guide or whatever. Um, and again, it's different when you travel. One thing I will say is if anything's going bad, call me, have your own money because you can move around,
Definitely.
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
That you can move around and be safe until somebody can get to you. But I like vacations. But I do
Yeah.
I like food and stuff. I mean, I can feed myself. I can take
Right.
myself on vacation too. But I like when other people's. Let's go.
Yeah.
Pretend we in love.
Listen,
Yeah.
I met my husband in August. In September, we went to Hawaii. I
It's-
don't think nobody I knew had met him, and I'm
See,
perfectly fine.
see,
Not a
because
care in the world. Long as that
not a
passport
care in the
underneath
world.
my pillow and I can get back to where I need to be.
One my mom's motto was always one of us is gonna get back home, and it's gonna be me. So that's how I just think everything. One of us is getting home stink, and if you try it, like okay, like
Not passport. I need to pillow.
Listen, for the first couple of nights, you got to fill it out first. Make sure it's going to be okay.
Passport need to be in the safe along with your wallet.
He could get in the safe. So until I know that you haven't brought me over here to sex traffic me, I'm
right
going to keep
here,
that passport in the top.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Oh God. Mm-mm-mm.
Why are you shaking your head? But no, I do. I like regular stuff too. Like
You're on
it
mute.
really goes. It really is like just pay attention to me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like if we're having a conversation,
Yeah.
you kind of sort of know.
Yeah.
We'll know the things that I like if you ask the right questions. And so if you're asking me about myself, don't ask me basic standard questions. You'll learn that. Is your favorite color pink? Pink, pink, pink. Fuck you asking me my favorite color for asking. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask me something else or learn by going to do an activity. At some point, you're going to feed me, but you also learn about people through activities when they have the escape rooms or just gaming places. You learn how they think, how they strategize, how they do all kinds of stuff, right? So it's just like, pick something and let's go. I think a lot of people just make I don't do coffee dates, but like a lot of people make too much out of what should just be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Why don't you do coffee dates?
That was my next question.
No, we got coffee in the house. No, I don't do coffee. I don't do coffee dates because, in my opinion, people say they do coffee dates to set the tone or get the feel of someone. I can go. And if I don't like you, I can get up and I can leave. That's the whole thing about it. You have the free will to leave. We see so many instances where people have 7,000 red flags and they stayed the entire time, right? And I just don't do coffee dates because I think it sets a fucking standard. Like I can take myself to, I can take anything that I want to do. For instance, I was dating this guy and I said, hey, I want to go do X, Y, and Z. Do you want to go? And he was like, yeah, I'll do it with you. I said, okay. So he cancels. Cool. I still go. So he hits me up and he's like, well, what you doing? I said, oh, I'm at the venue doing X, Y, and Z. He was like, you still went? Yeah, who you with? I'm by what's up? You ain't here. What's up? Now I'm irritated because you asking a lot of questions. You canceled thinking that I was inviting you just to spend your money, which I was, but I still have my own money to do the activity. So I'm still going to have fun and I'm still going to enjoy my life with or without you. And that's what gets me in trouble with a lot of men. You're here to enjoy this experience with me, but you don't make my experience. I make my experience. I'm the experience.
Girlfriend experience.
No, we're the experience.
We're the experience.
Y'all are the experience. That one. We was on the same page.
Yeah, the girlfriend experience. But like that's just how I feel. We bring
So let me
you
ask you a question.
Yeah.
If a gentleman wants to cook you dinner and invite you to his house as a date, would that
I'm
be
not going
okay with you?
Not for the first date.
How many dates does it take for you to go over to his house? I
When
want
I
to see if you're on the
when I
same
want
page.
hit. When I want hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Like honestly, that's what it is. If I'm accepting a date, all right, let's see if it's gonna move forward. And also, as I in my age, right? So you don't date someone 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, because you're gonna start liking somebody, and then if the sex is whack, and I'm not even talking about necessarily a dick being small, if the sex is whack, you're not gonna feel the same way. You're gonna be like, ugh, right? So it's just when I feel like I want to, but definitely not the
Right.
first date, because again, that sets the standard.
I agree
I
with
had to
that
school
one.
some young girls at my job. I was like, her second date, she was like, oh, he's going to cook me dinner. I'm going to go over to his house. I'm going to do this. I said, girl, no, you don't do that on the second date. But like I said, these are girls in their 20s. So I'm FaceTiming her like, girl, what did he make you for dinner? Let me see. Da-da-da. She had Dominoes on the counter. I said, so you want to give up your poom poom for some Dominoes? She's like, girl, no, I'm not. I said, yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Definitely.
I
And
think
what's
it's
so
definitely
crazy?
about effort. Like you said, I have food at home. So
Right.
if you want to go out and go to the park and you got a picnic and you put things together, there has to be some effort into it. It doesn't have to be
There
expensive, but
has
there
to be.
definitely needs to be
Exactly.
some effort
Thoughtful.
That's
put
Very
into it.
thoughtful.
exactly,
Mm.
exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Is the thought of everything.
Hmm.
If you can't, for whatever reason, because everything's crazy. If you can't fly me to Cancun the first day, but you still can't plan something nice and considerate, So
We
I
can have
just,
Cancun in the park.
um,
Mexican tacos.
we
Put
can.
them.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Yes, take
Some
me to a
tequila in the
Mexican spot.
basket.
Yes, go on your phone and learn one little word and say
Uh
"mi
huh.
amor" and speak some Spanish to me.
Put some Mexican music in the background on the
Yeah,
speaker.
Wait, wait,
there
wait,
you
wait,
go.
wait, wait, wait.
There we go.
I'm
There's yep.
sorry.
Now we
I think
talking. Now we
I think I
talking.
missed this one.
What?
Did you say go to the park?
Yeah.
I was on mute. I was talking. Did you say a date in the park for the first date?
Well,
No,
she
not
was
for the
saying
first date.
everybody can't take her to Cancun on the first date, but she's saying
Okay.
that it's the thoughtfulness. So you can't go to Cancun. Bring Cancun to me in the park.
Yeah, bring Cancun to me. That's what
Okay.
she said.
After the first couple dates,
After
right?
the first couple dates.
Okay. I don't want to go to no park on
Because
the first
I don't want
date.
to go to the park either. Like this guy reach out like y'all, I'm not no small woman, right? And I like to eat. Clearly, you can tell. Like I got a nice size arm or whatever. And this dude
That's us.
asked me to go to the gym for the. I said, motherfucker, I did say this. I said, motherfucker, you saw what I looked like when you met me. I don't know why you think you would invite me to the fucking gym for a first date or any date. I don't want to work out with you. Cause he was like, "Oh, do you work out? What's your schedule?" I said, "I don't know." Like in my head, that part I did say, but in my head, I'm like, "I don't know what this motherfucker got going on, but it's giving weird vibes." And
Exactly.
if you giving weird vibes locally, just going to the gym, then I can kind of sort of read you. I don't know if you're trying to make me if you like my face, but you don't like my body. But if you don't like my body, you don't like me. So
Exactly.
Right.
so
Right.
no, don't try to force weird cheap ass dates on people that don't. There are people that do it. Go get them.
Oh wait, y'all!
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. I met somebody at the strip club, and then they asked that I want to go for a run the next day, and I was like, sure, because people usually want to go out to eat, want to go to dinner, want to do. So I was intrigued. Now I'm not a
Really?
runner, so no, I sat on the bench, but it was a
Okay.
cute idea to me. Like I was like, okay, this is different. It started out as us attempting to run, but it didn't end that way.
Right. Okay. Hello. So
I tried.
I'm not gonna run, but I'll be like, you know what? So I'll watch you run. Like I'll bring a book. I'll scroll TikTok. I'm not gonna watch you run, but that's because you already were in the environment with them. You felt his vibes. You saw his face. You saw how tall he was, what he was looking like, how he was moving. You already picked up on some stuff to see him the next day.
Yeah, I just felt like he didn't want the day to end, so I just wanted to spend more time. So I was like, I can go to the park, you know.
Yeah, see that's I think that's a little bit different. But when you meet me on the internet and
Yeah.
you want to meet me outside of the internet,
Yeah.
it's something to it. If we're already on a date, I love extended dates.
Mhm.
I love 48-hour dates.
Yeah.
Like
No, I love this.
Yeah.
Well, Bella, this has been wonderful. We are going to have you back just for like a relationship talk to see how relationships,
back
how
to
the date is going in the summertime.
Please.
Yes.
Let me tell you something right now. That's the much Brandy is talking. It's so much. It's I don't even know what to say. Brandy, when we be on interviews, you just sit there. This is the most I've heard you
Because y'all
talk.
be talking about stuff I don't know nothing about. Now I know
She
about
be
dating.
She know about dating.
quiet.
She know about stuff like
I
that.
know
Yeah,
some
man.
men.
Anytime
And you know what?
I love talking.
I do need to tell you, Bella, that I know when I introduced myself to you, I said we were from Philly. We are from Philly. I live outside of Philly. Brandy lives in Delaware now, and my sister Deidre, she just moved out of Philly. But yeah,
Okay, can I ask y'all a question? Can I
Philly
ask
girls.
y'all a few questions?
Of course.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I understand that you are in different spaces, right? And girlfriend experience, I like the way it's spelled, all that good stuff, right? So my question to you guys, are you ever going to like rent a venue and do this live and get these conversations going live just for yourself? You are?
Yeah,
Definitely in the
we
works.
did. We tried to do it over the holidays because we were together the holidays. It was just the schedule. Our schedules were so busy, like each family's house for this and that and this and that. But we are going to Kentucky in
June.
June. Brandy and I've been trying to get Brandy. Brandy's homebound, right? Me and Brandy, we're like an hour away, hour 15. I can't get her to do anything. I be trying to meet her in Philly. Our mom's in Philly, or our grandmom's in Philly. Everybody's in Philly.
I's married now.
Brandy,
Master won't let me out, child.
I just think like because I see the different views from everybody. Like I can see y'all on stage, almost like I didn't watch them. Is it the read where they had or the talk, whatever it was, where they had that panel of men and women,
Mm-hmm.
and I can just see women lining up and asking y'all questions, and y'all just going for it, and them trying to get. I see them. I don't know.
well, let me tell you, Bella, this is how it started.
Mhm.
We were in a group chat. We're always in our group chat. Just chat, 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 chat. When we get together, it's like trying to we nobody can get a word. It's everybody's trying to overtalk. I mean, we're laughing, we're giggling. That's how we are. Usually we're at the dining room table, eating, talking shit,
Yeah.
having a good time. I can see us together too, out somewhere,
Yeah. Just even if it's like one
hosting
episode,
something,
have the
because
ladies know.
we're so different. Well, we've been together since babies. I'm the oldest. I bribed them to do everything when they were younger. We have a good time together. It's just we have so much chemistry and we know each other. We know everything about each
So
other.
I do
Right.
marketing and
Yes.
PR, right? And so this is my
Okay.
I'll be done. I'm not telling y'all what to do, but I be having
Uh,
visions, right? So what happens is when you go to Kentucky, find the venue, and then you market, and then you charge the tickets, and then everybody that comes have paid for your trip.
Bella, we don't have a following like that yet. I mean, people
Okay.
are following every day. We get more
But
followers,
it's
but
it's not
we're not
it's not
there
even
yet.
like you can get your followers, but so what you do is you go into Kentucky, whatever city you're going into Kentucky, hashtag that, look at that up, start following the people over there, look at their venues, see what they like, see what's going on, and then you start tapping into all of that, and you start tapping, hey, we're coming
Okay.
down here, we're having this. People are looking for things to do. It's warm outside, everything's thawing out. But that's how you make your links work for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll start.
Follow
We need
follow
to
I will
we
start.
need to get a booth at the trail ride.
we need a R. I'm trying to get my RV sponsored, honestly. So that's what I'm
So
working
let
on.
me
So,
tell you, when you go to the trail ride, who do you go with? Who's your girls? Who you
girl,
hang
the
like?
first
Who?
night I was going by myself, and that night someone that went to my mastering public speaking for content creators workshop, she it hit me. I gave everybody my number. Like I don't have a problem with people reaching out to me because it's like my work number and stuff like that. So text me.
Yeah.
I'm great at texting back because this is the part where I need you and you need me. So she said, "Hey, I really wanted to go with my boo, but he has to work because we had tornadoes and stuff coming, and so he works for D Dot or whatever. He had to go to work. So she was like, "Can I tag along?" Absolutely. Absolutely, let's go.
Okay.
Second night, I had
Okay.
asked my homegirl. She likes to dance all the time, and so we have been playing that. So she went with me that night. But the first night, I was going by myself because
Okay.
I'm the party. I'm gonna say hi. I'm gonna have my cup. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna make friends and just go and enjoy myself no matter what. I don't have to have. I let me tell you something. My birthday is December 3rd, baby. It's like so this year. Thanksgiving was on Thursday. My birthday was literally the following Tuesday, which is like 4 to 5 days right after. A couple weeks after that, It's Christmas. I am used to people saying no, they can't do nothing for my birthday because of all of these excuses. Although I am
Well,
41 and I've been celebrating my birthday the same day every year for 41 years, so they know when it's coming up. So when you hear so many no's, I can't do this, I can't do that, or people are scared to come out their box, you just start doing shit by yourself. And that's why fucking with these, I be gone. I be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get the one with the layover, and I'm gonna hit Amsterdam before I hit France, and then on the way back, I'm gonna hit this country.
Yeah.
I just go and I just do. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, Brandon, like I think y'all should think about that, but just tap into them over there. And had the hashtag 40 and over too has a lot of good stuff on it when you go.
Wait, say that again. The what?
Hashtag 40 and over.
okay.
Oh,
Hashtag 40
all
and
right.
over. Hashtag 40 and over Kentucky, 40 and over black people in Kentucky, or whatever it is. And that's how you do that. But when y'all want to go somewhere else, be like, let's tap in. What do they got going on over there? What can we bring different? And they going to be like, the girl, just start following them. And that's how TikTok push your stuff out too. Just take like one day. It's draining. This is just me like loving on y'all right now, right? So you just go in and infiltrate, and you just tap, like, and talk to people all day. Don't even worry about posting nothing. And I know you
Right.
try to put
Okay.
content out too, and then as you're,
Right.
because TikTok is about engagement. So if you're on everybody's videos, laughing, talking, going back and forth, they start pushing your stuff out more.
Right. Right. And you know what? Somebody told me that the other day. She said you should engage more. I was talking to somebody about the last guest I had,
Mm-hmm.
and they were asking me something in the DM, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just trying to get my followers. She said engage more, talk to
Yeah,
everybody,
that's what
and I
y'all
was
do.
like, yeah, that's what I'll do. Bella, we like you. You need to come back on.
Thank you. Whenever you want me to,
May-
let me know. I'll
Maybe we'll see you at a trail. Well, I know we won't see you in May. Maybe we'll see you in October. Isn't the next one after that in
The
October?
next one here in Maryland is in October. Yep.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see you. You go to the what's that wine place, Brandy?
Oh, Liganor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you go to the festivals.
It depends. It depends.
We've gone to a couple. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
depends. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What other big things go on? Like that type of
Actually,
stuff.
Preakness is coming up. So Preakness in Baltimore is the second leg of the Kentucky Derby. The last one is over in London. So we have an Afro Peak coming up. They have a Baltimore Met Gala. This year's theme is past, present, and future of Black clothing. They have that coming up in September. And they have Jazzy Nights coming up. So they have different artists coming up. So where everybody's just outside. It's like a miniature wine festival. So Raheem Devon's coming. The regulars, Raheem, Kim, Erica, everybody, your summertime people.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a lot of good stuff
All
coming up.
right.
I'll be posting that stuff. So
All right. Well,
I
I'm gonna
started
reach
following
out
you
to
on
you.
TikTok, so yeah, I'll be watching.
okay, yeah, thank you. I'm gonna follow you. Hit me, so I can
You
make
definitely
sure
will.
that I
Yeah.
follow you back.
Um, I'm gonna get in touch with you because I'm gonna send you something for
Okay.
being on here. We're
Ooh.
small, we don't got money, but I got some merch, I got some stuff to
Listen,
send you.
listen. I like all of the things. I appreciate that. Thank you. And anytime you want me
You're
back on,
welcome.
let me know.
Thank
We
you.
definitely will.
Absolutely.
So, West Philadelphia, born and raised, Will Smith finally got a street named after him. 59th Street is now officially known as Will Smith Way. So, go ahead, Will Smith. About time the city then acknowledged you.
Mhm.
Have you all seen Will Smith and Gilly the Kid? I
I've
laughed
seen Will Smith
so
before.
hard. It was a good interview.
What'd you say? It was good.
hmm
You watched the whole thing? Never mind.
I did watch Gilly the Kid recite Will Smith Brand New Funk, and I said, "Oh my God, I forgot Will had this song. That was the jam back in the day."
Mm-hmm.
It was good to see Will
It
Smith
was.
back in the hood and in his environment instead of trying to act so uppity all the time. Not that he does, but it was just good to see that he relates that he came from the hood. He was with Charlie Mack. Uh, Wallow,
Her neck
Gilly.
looked crazy.
It was fun, and then he did a freestyle, and I said, "Look at Will Smith, 60 years old, trying to think he still got it."
Listen, he put out a new album too, y'all. Don't sleep on the new Will Smith
I
album.
know Will Smith is making a comeback. So
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith, we love you.
Well,
It's good to see you. Still got a little hoodie.
Thank you for joining us on The Experience. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.